What confused me is how of a sudden you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. You never checked on her, even when we came alive, when Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then. But y'all friends.
Somebody decided to bring up the little drama between Yandy and Rasheeda.
Yandy started talking about how she wished Rasheeda was there for her more and would have her back.
Rasheeda basically kind of paid her dust.
Now Rasheeda hands in the air, and I know when Rasheeda started throwing that big ass rock on free around like this, when she started doing this, she don't give a F.
I'm not friends with you, or you.
The only one that's my ride and die right now is Kurt Mother Cross.
I'm like,
This was just going crazy.
you could definitely tell Rasheeda was over it. Her eyes rolled back to the time Kurt wore the 3-ear ring.
The more we discover, the more it appears that Rasheeda is Kay. According to Michelle, she was a friend to no one. All right, it is providing love, company, and misery. The internet is going crazy after Rasheeda corroborated the cheating claims made against Mendeecees. Since Kurt suggested that what Jasmine had stated about Mendeecees sniffing around other women was accurate, Mendeecees and Kurt have been at odds. Rasheeda made it plain that she and Yandy were never truly friends in that sense, and that they had only been projecting this image for the sake of the relationship. So the animosity even extended to their relationship, which clearly never existed in the first place.
Me and Yandy have not had that type of relationship. Like, we don't talk about our husbands, and I know people see the television side of things, and we are in the same friend circles, but there's levels to friendships. And that's the thing, like, she has her close, tight, bestie friends. Like I said, my friends, like when I go through stuff, we're there to hold each other down, not when the camera on, but in real life, and not for a one-up to look good, because if you really felt like you've been holding me down, well, where were you, baby? That's all I'm saying is where you was at.
Rasheeda is now emphasizing what she stated, calling Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage phony. According to her, he has been going out all this time and even has a well-known sugar baby. Furthermore, if you know Yandy at all, you know that she is serious about her partner and her family, and Rasheeda's remarks have just made matters worse. Both Rasheeda and Yandy are women who have stirred pots in various contexts and enjoy throwing stones and covering their hands. However, we all believe that they would support one another, right? Both Yandy and Rasheeda are old G's on hip-hop and love, and they have a lot in common, including their guys taking advantage of them and doing the most. Now, even when Rasheeda was not around, Yandy always had her back, and the major reason she is not kicking with Jasmine is because she wants to remain faithful to Rasheeda. However, it appears that Yandy has been faithful to the wrong person all along, because Rasheeda quickly flipped and painted Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage in a negative light as soon as Jasmine turned her attention to Mendeecees.
I would like for you and your husband or boyfriend, whatever y'all call it, to get on the same page. Yeah. I'm not even sure if they're legally married or not.
Is it just me, or does Rasheeda seem to have been itching to do something similar? She and Kirk made it quite evident for a long time that Jasmine was lying about everything. It is safe to assume that you were viewed as the enemy if you took whatever Jasmine said at face value. But now that Jasmine has spoken out against Mendeecees' infidelity against Yandy, is she speaking the truth?
Kirk, if you're gonna stand on that everything Jasmine say got truth on it, then I have to take account that everything she say about you is true. I don't just know her. That is your woman, that's your baby mother. You deal with that shit. Leave me the finale alone.
Since Yandy was placed on the hot seat to answer for Mendeecees' infidelity, Rasheeda has been having a great time. She is not even trying to hide the fact that she called Yandy out at this point. Instead, she is trying to shield her man from any negative reaction. As we mentioned earlier, one thing about Yandy is that she has always had Rasheeda's back no matter what, and it got to the point where she and Mendeecees had to sit down with Kirk and Rasheeda. Therefore, tidy up this Jasmine mess.
I've heard a lot of things. Females talking about they have Mendeecees' name tattooed on them and videos out of females with him or something. I don't know. It's really not my place to tell anybody anything about their man.
Until it was revealed that Rasheeda knew about Jasmine's encounter with Yandy and lied about it. She had nothing good to say and even denied knowing anything about it. From the beginning, it appeared as though Rasheeda thought there might be some truth to what was being said. She even went so far as to claim that she and Yandy were not friends and that their loyalty was never necessary.
What confused me is how upsetting you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. When Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then, but y'all friends.
At the end of the day, I know what you're doing, and it's okay. And if people want to run with it and say Rasheeda's not a good friend, she's not where your man stick his penis ain't got nothing to do.
That seemed absurd to Yandy because, despite everyone's support for Rasheeda and Kurt, she had been the only one standing up for their marriage. And why would she defend someone who was not even her friend in her ever-loving mind? Both women made it a point to stay away from Charlotte until Yandy vented all the resentment and fury that had been building inside of them. Charlotte was not looking good for their friendship.
So Yandy start yelling and she just like, oh, so we not friends? I'm all in these bitches' face for you.
I don't know who left the room first, but that was the end of that kickback. That was the end of that fun, and it was over.
Rasheeda, on the other hand, refused to let Yandy treat her that way and used their altercation as permission to say and do whatever she pleased. Rasheeda began disclosing all the information regarding Yandy and Mendeecees' relationship that they did not want the public to know. Even after 2 weddings, she snapped back at them, referring to the couple as boyfriend and girlfriend. Additionally, she stated that she has received other complaints regarding Mendeecees ending his relationship.
This is what I will say. I've seen things, and that's just it. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen? Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that.
Therefore, even though Yandy is attempting to pretend that it never happened, everyone in Atlanta was aware that Mendeecees was unfaithful and had a side beat that he was constantly dealing with. Kirk, of course, provided for his wife. Perhaps his smoke for Mendeecees was even greater than Rasheeda's for Yandy. According to him, Mendeecees needs to organize his relationships with his other baby moms. Additionally, he asserted that Yandy and Mendeecees wanted to fight with him and Rasheeda in order to be relevant on the show. Can you believe, kid, that they were meant to be friends? Any chance of harmony between the two couples is rapidly deteriorating. Upon witnessing Rasheeda and Kirk engage in sexual activity with Carlos King, Mendeecees took to Instagram right after and stated, "What type of man keeps another man's name in their mouth?" Shaking my head, I'm about to start disrespecting everybody. If you allow your woman to mention my name, then she can get it too. He went on to add, I don't say ish about people's polyamorous relationships. I mind my business because I don't give a F. Please stop talking about me and mines. Yandy also had no intention of overlooking that. She chastised Rasheeda for discussing her relationship when she had no right to remark on other people's marriages, particularly because she kept rewarding Kirk for cheating on her. That is officially off the table if there was ever any possibility of them becoming friends again. And after everything that has been done, Yandy will never be able to look at Rasheeda the same way again. Although we are aware that both ladies have been messy, Rasheeda has shown a great deal of courage this time, and the entire situation serves as a reminder of how she handled Kate Michelle. Rasheeda is trash because now you're believing what Jasmine said about Mendeecees, but not about Kirk? Okay, Lowell. Whack AF because trust there would be footage of Mendeecees out doing God knows whatever. Still no proof, just a bunch of hearsay. I want the girls to pay Rasheeda the dust she deserves and really let Kirk be her only friend like she keeps begging for. And I'm no Yandy Luther King fan, but still, it's enough. Rasheeda is a bird. I used to like Rasheeda, but the real her showed up. Now folks can see who she really is. Rasheeda doesn't know anything about loyalty. However, what are your thoughts on this? Did you ever imagine that Yandy and Rasheeda would be at odds? You will not want to miss any of the next content, so please leave your opinions in the comments section and make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you in the upcoming video too. Goodbye.